Thank you. Thank you so much, sir, for that detailed report. I would now like to request Mr. Ugyen Wangchuk from Karuna Weaving Facility for his presentation. Let's have a round of applause for him, please.
Thank you so much. My presentation is going to be quite a bit different. It's not going to be so much focused on numbers and returns, but on basic common sense, I think, and some ethics. So if you can show the first slide. So the cover slide, please, the Karuna facility. Oh, it's just the one before. Oh, so I can use this. I'm now using common sense. So Karuna Universal Weaving Facility basically is an accessible carpet weaving facility. Before I begin my presentation, I want to actually bring attention to our team here. If you can please raise your hands. Co-founder Sangeeta ji, Arman, our project associate, Sunita ji, our weaver at Karuna, and Sandesh ji. Thank you for coming along. Really appreciate it. We are here to showcase this weaving facility and to talk about this concept, what it means to have a universal workplace. So this line basically captures the gist of what we are trying to do. We are trying to transform livelihoods through accessibility. It's a bunch of simple words, but it's about huge impact. How is it about huge impact? Every product, every carpet that you purchase that's woven at this facility is made by someone with a disability. Someone who up until then didn't have a job. Someone who up until then couldn't go to a workplace without having to be stuck at the steps because it's not wheelchair accessible, because there is no wheelchair lift, because it is not wheelchair friendly, because of a myriad of reasons why they couldn't work there. Karuna is about transforming livelihoods through accessibility. So I don't have to tell many people this. The situation of people with disabilities in Nepal is very, very poor. It's already poor for people who don't have disabilities. I mean, many of you may have been on a pavement and you're walking down the road and suddenly there's no pavement. Now you have to walk next to cars, right? Now imagine if you're on a wheelchair, you literally cannot get anywhere without actually worrying about how to get somewhere. There's no public transportation for people on wheelchairs, right? So infrastructure is a huge issue. Secondly, societal views. People are limited in their career development. Our co-founder here, Sangeeta ji, she can talk about how many challenges she faced as someone who's highly educated, someone whose skills can bring her to the next level, but was not allowed because of her disability. Cultural views. In Nepal, it's a beautiful country. It's just a mix of cultures. But in a lot of these cultures, sometimes there's terrible traditions. People with disabilities are seen as cursed. People with disabilities are told, you must have done something in a past life that you have a disability now, that you can't speak, that you can't see. You must have done some bad things. Imagine how it feels if you are someone with a disability who was told that. Finally, the most important thing, financial difficulties, right? If you cannot earn your own living, how can you live a dignified life? If the people of a country cannot live a dignified life by earning their own living, how can they be proud of their country? These are some very basic things. Again, it's common sense. So I want to talk about this initiative, the Karuna Universal Weaving Facility, and how it came about. Sangeeta ji over there, she's so humble, but she's so full of passion. She has this amazing organization called EPSA Nepal that rehabilitate and provide support for women with disabilities. They get them to knit products, they get them to make bags, purses, and all kinds of interesting felt products, and export them. And who do they employ? They employ people with disabilities, people who earn their own living. And do you know what the first thing they do when people with disabilities earn their first paycheck? They send it to their parents. They send it to their family. back home in their villages. That's how that money comes around, right? So Epson Nepal's work is really amazing, and once I found out about her organization, with my background in design and handicrafts, we came together and we said, let's form the Universal Weaving Facility. Let's get people with disabilities to make carpets. Can I get a raise of hands? How many people are familiar with the carpet industry in Nepal? Okay, it's a pretty good amount. It is a silent giant. Just last year, it was the largest export from Nepal in terms of GDP, right? And how many presentations on carpets did we have throughout this forum? I don't think any, right? So it is a huge source of income for people in Nepal. It is a source of foreign exchange that is critical for especially people that employs people who can learn numbers, who can read numbers, and very basic reading. And for people who work there, it is a reliable source of income. So we came together and we said, let's build the first universally accessible weaving facility in Nepal, right? Let's bring the livelihood earning potential of rug weaving to people with disabilities. It will be a giant source of income for Epson Nepal. It will expand their range of operations. It will be the first universally designed and universally accessible weaving facility in all of Nepal. And again, going back to common sense, it's an immense marketing opportunity. My rug was made by people with disabilities in Nepal. How amazing is that? So we're very fortunate to have support from the German Republic. We have here an image of us with Ambassador Dr. Thomas Prince signing their MOU to support the first initial funding to create this building facility. We had other individuals as well. There's many people who supported Master Hua Gangxi, who was from a foundation who also generously supported, right? So the next thing I want to show, there's so many details, but I think I was told I have 6 minutes. So I will ask to play the video. Thank you. So we built it. We built the Universal Weaving Facility. It's the first of its kind. It's wheelchair accessible. The lift was made in Nepal. We talk about Swadeshi movement. This was actually built by National Innovation Center, the organization of Mahabir Pun, based in, I think, Tribhuvan University. So it has a wheelchair lift built by Nepal. It's entirely wheelchair accessible. So next thing is now we have to sell these carpets. Obviously, you can't just produce. You have to get people to buy it. We're very proud to say that, again, the ambassador himself was the first to purchase, this carpet itself. He says every time he sees it, he's filled with happiness because of what it means, because of, the kind of impact that it has in this product. So you can go to this website as well, and you can purchase a carpet directly. It's still in the formative stage, so we don't have a lot of products, but you can still buy a carpet. So what stage are we at now? On the right side, we have Rameshji, who is hard of hearing or deaf, and is very proudly holding the carpet that he wove by himself. On the left side, I forgot the name, but this individual has been waiting for a year to come to work at this facility. Every week, we have lines of people who want to come and work, but it's a small space. It is not huge. But we believe that this kind of demand means that there is an opportunity. There is an opportunity to build bigger spaces. There's an opportunity to fund this. There's a real opportunity, a real common business sense to employ people who live in Nepal who don't have a lot of options, but they're talented, they're skilled, they have a lot of pride, they want to earn their own money. So, this comes at a very interesting time. Just a few days ago, if you've been watching the news, people with disabilities are protesting. Hundreds of them, last week actually, have been protesting for the right to earn their own livelihood. If you read what they're saying, this is just yesterday, I think, yesterday and the day before, they want to earn a livelihood. I have earned a degree, I have a master's, I have a bachelor's, I've been through school. Why is there no work for me? And what they're saying is either give me work or give me a means of living. Give me some food, give me some money. Because how am I going to earn my own living? Right? This is so important because we're talking about harnessing resources, we're talking about harnessing water, harnessing wind, harnessing the sun. What about the people that live here, right? Harness them, get them work, because they want to do work. They're going to be the most loyal employees of any company. They're going to work harder than anyone you ever know because they want to earn their living. They want to be free. They want to be independent. They don't want to depend on people to give them money, right? So this is how the situation is. We come from a very positive place. We come from, for me, the organization actually really impacted me because it's about dignity. It's about earning a living. It's not about charity. It's not about seeing someone and saying, oh, let's give them some money, and they'll buy something. It's about, no, I want to make my own living. I want to build something. We want to develop collections. So if there's people here, there are companies here, people who are producing things. We know hotel chains. Get them a rug woven from Karuna, right? If you know really famous designers, get them to make a collection at Karuna. Right now we can weave about 60 to 70 square meters a month, but we want to expand it. We want to make it bigger. And we think there's potential for every district in Nepal to have this. So we're looking for people to develop collections at this facility. We're looking for marketing partners. If you can help market this product, which we are sure people will love. We actually have the Finnish ambassador who actually wanted to make a carpet because we met her yesterday, and she was so amazed by this product. And then we're looking for funding partners for exploration. I want to request our co-founder, Sangeeta Pantaji, to come and share some words because she really has a great vision for Nepal. Please.
Namaste and good afternoon, everybody. First of all, I'm so grateful and thankful for providing us the opportunity to show the handicraft in the stall. My name is Sangeeta Pant. I'm originally from Gorkha, and I have been working for many years for the women with disabilities and the people with disabilities. Through the employment and the accessibility, because in our country, Nepal, very hard situation for the people with disabilities. That was the reason I started this organization many years ago. My English is not. So very luckily, I met the co-founder with Gansar a few years ago, and we are working together. We are trying the best. I will speak Nepali. So, हाम्रो देश नेपालमा चाहिँ अघि छिटो त्यो देखाउनु भएको थियो एकदमै गाह्रो छ अपाङ्गता भएपछि जति धेरै एजुकेसन भए पनि स्किल भए पनि हामीले मौका चाहिँ कहिले पनि पाउन सक्दैनौं. Can you translate or no?
I feel like it's mostly people here understand, but I will share it anyways. In our country, Nepal, there's a lot of difficulty for people with disabilities. There's a huge lack of opportunities.
हाम्रो टपिक्स अरूहरुको भन्दा धेरै फरक छ. धेरै कुराहरु भन्न मन छ तर समय छैन.
So our topic is a little bit different from the rest of the presenters. We have a lot of things to say, but very little time.
अघि मैले CNI को CI को सरहरुबाट के कुराहरु सुन्ने मौका पाएँ. त्यो कुराहरु सुन्दा अब इन्डस्ट्रियल कुराहरु पनि थियो. त्यस अर्थमा चाहिँ हामी जस्तो सानो अर्गनाइजेसनहरुलाई यो एउटा लाइभलीहुड विकास गर्नको लागि नेपालमा चाहिँ हाम्रो अवस्थालाई विकासमा ल्याउनको लागि चाहिँ हामीलाई कन्ट्रिब्युसनहरू गरिदिनु भयो भने धेरै राम्रो हुन्थ्यो लगानीको लागि.
So, in short, we would love to invite the former speakers from the different chambers, confederations to invest in our work. You're doing great projects, a diverse range of projects all over Nepal. I would really request you to invest in our projects as well.
अनि यो काठमाडौँ सहरमा चाहिँ भोक छ, रोग छ, अनि शोक छ, धेरै कुराहरूको समस्या छ. अनि धेरैभन्दा धेरै अपाङ्गता भएको व्यक्तिहरू चाहिँ काठमाडौँभन्दा बाहिरबाट मौका पाउनको लागि यहाँ आउनुहुन्छ. धेरै सङ्घर्ष गर्नुपर्छ. त्यसको लागि हाम्रो यो प्रोजेक्टको सपना भनेको चाहिँ काठमाडौँमा नभएर काठमाडौँभन्दा बाहिरको जिल्लाहरूमा गएर चाहिँ यो कामहरू एक्सपान्ड गर्ने, यसलाई रेप्लिकेट गर्ने चाहिँ हाम्रो इन्टेन्सन छ.
So there is a lot of difficulties in terms of finding livelihoods, in terms of just things associated with poverty in general and lack of healthcare. A lot of people come to our facility from outside of Kathmandu to look for work. So we actually want to replicate our work. We want to replicate this model in all the districts in Nepal. So we have a really larger vision to expand upon this.
So यहाँ पाल्नु भएको सबैजनालाई मेरो ठाउँमा एकदमै वेलकम भन्न चाहन्छु. यहाँहरूलाई इन्ट्रेस्ट छ, आवश्यकता छ भने हाम्रो कार्पेटमा डिजाइनको काम दिनुहोस्, छैन भने हाम्रो मान्छेहरूलाई आएर भिजिट गरेर अवसर र प्रेरणा दिनुहोस्. Thank you so much.
So we would love to welcome all of you to visit the weaving facility. It is really amazing. If you can, please produce carpets with us. Make a collection with us. If you can't, simply come and say hello to the members who are working there.
EU Nepal Business Forum को यस्तो प्रोजेक्ट यस्तो इभेन्टहरुमा चाहिँ हामीलाई आउने दिनमा पनि फेरि मौका दिनुहुन्छ होला भन्ने आशा छ. फेरि पनि थ्यांक यू सो मच भन्न चाहन्छु.
Again, thank you so much to EU Nepal Forum, to the Federation of Handicrafts Association of Nepal for this opportunity, and we hope we can come and speak again next time. Thank you so much. I would also like to thank, on behalf of all of our team here, thank you so much for this opportunity. We really hope that in all these projects you will consider and implement universal access. It is a very common business sense. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Karuna Weaving Facility, for that very touching presentation. And I'd like to thank all of the presenters on stage for representing your organization so beautifully. Let's have a round of applause for all of them. Thank you.